Hi, bestie. Hopefully you're doing well today. Today I'll be working on my paycheck budget, and then I will be updating some trackers that's within my budget planner. I need to update how much I saved in the month of February, also with dividends earned, interest earned, and then I'm going to reconcile my emergency fund. And I'll be counting that sinking fund category to make sure that it reconciles to what I have in my planner. So if that interests you, hopefully you decide to join in, and don't forget to subscribe, like, share, and comment. Okay, guys, let's get started. Okay, guys, let's go ahead. I'm going to start off with my trackers. So the first set of trackers that I have in my budget plan is a summary, where I list out major categories like my income, my expenses, my bills, how much I save, and plus with my dividends and my interest earned. I do like the beginning tracker because it have all these categories here all together, so I can look at the month-to-month view altogether. So I need to update for February. For my dividends, I will earn $228.06. And then for my interest, I've earned $51.71. So in my budget planner, I do have several trackers here, guys. And the reason why I have them, they're different. The templates are different, but also it's like a check balance. So if I do forget to record an amount in a certain section, if I have it somewhere, it's easier for me to determine what I missed. So as you can see, I added in my dividends that I earned with this particular tracker. I need to add in my interest as well. So guys, how are you doing? Hopefully all is well with you and yours. Okay, so in the back I have my sinking funds, and I have a page for each category. So I'm going to check to see how much is in my emergency tracker. Okay, so I have $1,273. And so for February, it's the same amount because in February, I didn't allocate any money towards the emergency fund. So I definitely need to work on that. But now I'm going to count up the money in my sinking funds to make sure it reconciles to the $1,273. Okay, so let me get my calculator so I can go ahead and add up my emergency fund. 100, 200, 50, 100, 150, 200, 250, 300, 350, 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 20, 40, 60, 80, 200, 20, 40, 60, 80, 300, 20, 40, hold up, 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 20, 40, 10, 20, 5, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28, 30, 32, 34, 36, 38, 40, 42, 44, 46, 48, 50, 52. Alright, and this is $6. Okay, so it does reconcile. Okay, so I'm glad that my sinking funds binder, along with my trackers within my planner, they do reconcile to each other. So now I need to eventually do a condensing of my sinking funds binder. So I'll be doing that really soon. Okay, so now let's go ahead and see what other trackers that I need to update. Okay, so my savings tracker. Okay, so for the month of January, I was able to save $612, and my goal for January was to save $600. And so for the month of February, I was able to save $703, and my goal was $400. So I exceeded my goals, which I am happy about that. And one way I was able to do that because I had made an overpayment of my water bill last year, and I did receive a refund from the city. That helped. And then also a YouTuber gave me $300 in January. And then for February, guys, I had an investment that matured that helped me save those amounts. Okay, so now let's go ahead and get into my paycheck budget. Okay, so let me add up my expenses. So my variable is from Dominion Power, $288.68. Okay, so now let me go ahead. You know what, guys? I need to black out that total because I did make a purchase that I need to add to my variable. I had sold a toy bank for, I think it goes up to 24 months. And it's just helping with counting. And so I saw that. I was like, let me go ahead and get this for my grandbaby. So I got it. And I need to add this expense. Okay, so I thought it was the cutest thing ever. So with those two together was $300.33. Okay, so let me update that total. And so when I do my pay, just in case if you knew, I'm going to add up my variable, my fixed expenses, and then I'm going to add into it how much I saved for the week. And then I just deduct those totals from my income. Okay, so all of that is $419.13. Okay, so I'm over budget. I think this is the first time I've ever been over budget just because I saw that bank and I was like, I got to get that. Okay, so I never had a negative balance before. And typically when I close out every week, my remaining balance, I do carry it forward into my income. And I'm just like, really? Did I do this? And I guess that's what happened when you're doing just shopping. Because I definitely didn't go to my budget to see what I budgeted for the week. I just saw it and got it. Guess I'm taking away because I never had a negative balance before. So the $334.13, that's just my variable and my fixed expenses for the week. And I kind of take it back, guys, like I said, since I've been doing my budget and my paycheck budget, I've never had a negative balance. I always had to carry a forward amount. So, I'm in disbelief that I did this. But it's right. So that's why I just calculate over and over like, did I really do this? Yeah, I did. But anyway, guys, let me get back to this bank thing with her. Okay, so I have a negative balance of $11.26. So I'm just gonna deduct that from my income when I work on my new budget. And I need to make a note here of what I'm actually doing. So typically, with my planner, guys, if I need to have something to stand out, I will use another color ink pen versus the white. So if I'm ever flipping through it, I will see that I made some type of notations within my planner for that. But guys, so the little girl, my grandbaby, she wanted pizza. Yes, pizza. And so I placed an order for pizza for her, and this time I decided to pay cash for it. And so I was counting up the money so I could pay the lady for the pizza, and she saw the money. And my little grandbaby, money, money, money. She ran to me and tried to take the money out of my hand. I'm like, what? And then she got an attitude because I wouldn't give it to her. I'm like, but Cam, don't you want the pizza? I had to pay for the pizza. She was not feeling it, guys. And I was like, this little girl's a trip. But then on Sunday, when I dropped her off with her father as we waited for him, I took her in the car seat, sat her in front with me, and I had my daughter truck. And I didn't realize my daughter had a coin thing in the front of her truck. But my grandbaby saw it. And she was like, money, money, money. And started counting. No, she wasn't actually counting the denomination of it. She would just go 1, 2, 3, 4 and drop it in her drink holder part. But then she pulled a quarter out, and this little girl said quarter. And I was just like, this little baby, she amazes me so much. And I know any of you guys that's a grandmother, that you feel the same way. You just like, that's my grandchild. It's just a rewarding experience. And I'm just so glad that I have it. But yeah, that little girl amazes me. And I know it comes from, we watched this show called Miss Houston. And Miss Houston had this money section that she does. She counts the money up. Love it. And this little girl retains it. She understands it. And I'm just like, wow. And let me try to say wow the way she said it. Wow. Because she loved to say, wow. Okay, guys, I'm sorry. But guys, after I saw how she was so excited about talking about the money, actually touching it and recognizing the value of it. Well, not the value of it, but the name of it. I was like, I need to go ahead and get her a real bank and let her place money in it versus this toy bank that I got. So I was just like, okay, so that's something that I'll be working on for her. I probably just do it for her birthday. All right, so now let's go ahead and get to this paycheck budget, guys. So for on my website, I earned $247. And I did receive an annuity payment, and that was $8.27. Okay, and now I'm going to add my carry forward balance for my last paycheck budget, and I'm going to deduct that. Typically, I'm adding that amount in, but for the first time, I need to deduct it from my income. Like I said earlier, guys, I was trying to decide what I deducted from either my expenses because it definitely was an expense. But since typically with my carry forward amount, I always apply it to my income section, I'm going to be consistent and deduct it from that. Because also it's letting me know that this is something that happened in the prior week. Okay? Alright, guys. I need to come up with my total. Okay, so my income total will be $244.01. So I do not I know some cash stuffers, they take their money out the bank and they cash stuff whatever bills they have to pay. I don't touch the bill money. I don't take it out the bank to cash stuff because I do pay throughout my through my bank account. And typically every month I go ahead and pay all of my bills at the beginning of the month. The only ones that do not come through my bank account, well, it really does because it's set up through my debit card with my Amazon and Paramount Plus. But you know, guys, that comes through, you know how Amazon does for their payments. So what I do, guys, I do end up purchasing a gift card from my local grocery store when the gift cards are 4 times the value. I purchased an Amazon gift card, placed it on my Amazon account. So when that the payment date comes up, that is taken from the gift card balance. And I do the gift card thing because it helps me to save at the pump. And that's why I never really pay over $5 to fill my tank up because I take advantage of my local grocery store rewards program. So any subscriptions that I do have that has a gift card that I can utilize to pay it, that's what I do. Okay, so I'm trying to see which bills that I will apply to this paycheck budget for this week. And so I'll be doing my water bill, Shopify, Netflix, and QuickBooks. So my variable for this week is my water bill. It is $86.71. Okay, my Shopify, this is my fix because these amounts never change. And that's $39 for Shopify. Okay, so Netflix is $6.99. Okay. And QuickBooks is $35. Okay, so let's go ahead and add this up. Okay, so my fixed expenses, what is $81.79. Okay, so now I just need to add up my fixed and my variable together. And that comes out to 168. $50. And let me go ahead and jot this down on my sticky note for future reference. So I have $75 to work towards savings for this week. Okay, so now that I have that, I can go ahead and see what saving challenges that I'll work on for this week. And that's more than what I expected. Because when I first started out for the month of March, I didn't think I would even be able to save this amount. So if you purchase those shoe charms from me, thank you so much for supporting my business, because those large shoe charm orders definitely help me tremendously, and I definitely appreciate each and every one of you. And I will make sure to put a coupon code in the description. In my shop, I do have shoe charms for Crocs, but I also have a few cash envelope systems and some saving challenges available. And then plus on Amazon, I do have some budget planners. I've added additional new budget planners to Amazon and some saving challenges. So I do still have a nice sum of money left in my cash wallet from last week. So I will not be adding anything to my cash wallet for this week. Like I said, I was exhausted last week. I was in the house. Typically when I have my granddaughter, I typically don't go anywhere. So, and the only thing I did get was, that pizza. Okay, so now let's go ahead and get into the saving challenges that I plan on doing this week. So for the 52-week savings challenge, I'm going to do $9. And then next, I'm going to do the 100 envelope challenge. And I'll stuff one envelope and I will do $11. And let's see what else I can do. Okay, so my CP Petite. Let's see, how much did I allocate for this one? Okay, so what, 27? Okay, so now I also need to work on, I need to do my mood tracker. I need to close out the month of February for the mood tracker challenge that I got from Brittany, and I'm going to allocate $14 for this one. And next, I'm going to do the Beyonce $1. Okay, then my $1 challenge. Plus with my home challenge, I'm going to cash stuff $3. I think that's what I'm going to do, $3. But let me double check to make sure that where I'm in with what I've allocated towards with saving for this week. Okay, so I do have enough for that. Yeah, so just trying to see what else I can do. And if I can do more with that. But I did write in my planner for the home and $1 to do $3. But now that I'm looking at this, guys, I'm going to make a few changes. I'm going to switch around my saving challenges. So I'm gonna remove the $1 towards the Beyonce. I'm gonna not do that one. And let's see what else I can change. Okay, so let me remove the CP Petite challenge. Guys, please bear with me, because I had made a list of the challenges that I did want to work on, but as I work on my paycheck budget, I think I'm just going to switch a few things around for what I had actually planned to do. So, let me add in, I do need to do a scratch off, the one I started last year for Miss Sadie. Let me get, and I'm going to do $19 towards that one. Alright, let's see how much money that I have left to work with. So I can see what saving challenges I can do. Okay, so I have $22 left. Okay, so I'm gonna stick with the $3 for the home and $1 challenge. Okay, so I have $19 left. Okay, let's see what else I can do. Guys, please bear with me because like I said, I did have a set of challenges that I did want to work on. But as I sit here and work on my budget, guys, I think I want to switch, make some changes. And now just trying to decide on which challenges I want to add that I hadn't planned for. So I definitely got to update my spreadsheet. Okay, so my budget planner, I'm going to do $4. And now that leaves me with $15. So let's see, what can I do? I do have, I do have that monthly scratch off challenge, and I haven't done for the month of March yet. So I'm thinking that's the one I want to do. Sorry guys, I'm trying to figure out what I want to do. Okay, so yeah, I'm thinking that's what I'm leaning towards to do, the monthly scratch off challenge. Since I do have $15 left, and I'm just gonna leave the remaining balance towards that. Okay? Let's see if it comes up to 75. Okay. So that's it, guys. So those are the challenges that I plan to work on for this week. And a few of these that I will be working on, I should be closing them out. Okay, so now I need to work on my cash breakdown. for the week. Guys, I just seem so unprepared, guys. Like I said earlier, I definitely was pushing myself to get this done. Well, actually recording it. Okay, so my cash breakdowns for the week so I can know what I actually need so I can complete all my different challenges that I'm working on. So I did end up uploading a freebie savings challenge bundle in my Ko-Fi shop, so check that out. The link will be in the description. And also, I have created several new budget planners and a savings challenge book. They are available on Amazon. So I did go ahead and create a budget planner. It's for 12 months. It's undated and it's on white paper instead of black. In the covers, I have a pink cover, purple, and blue cover. But like I said, it's just a strictly budget planner. It's for 12 months. It's on white paper. But then I also created a new blackout budget planner as well. It's different from the one I'm using right here. I did add in a credit score tracker to the new blackout budget planner. It has the credit utilization tracker. It has a few other things that this current one that I'm utilizing don't have, and it is available in paperback and hardcover. The budget planner that I'm using now is a hardcover one. And for the Blackout Challenge that has the paycheck budgets along with the different trackers, this is a 6-month planner. I did 6 months in the blackout because, if you're new to this, you might not be ready to commit for a full year. So, but since it's a 6-month planner, it does have a variety of trackers, but it also have a savings challenges as well for the 6-month planner. But I'll be doing a flip through of all the new planners that I did create, and of course the new savings challenge book. So make sure you turn on your notification bell. Make sure you subscribe to the channel so you know when I upload that video of all the new planners I have created. So, and I hope you like it, and I'm really pleased with how everything turned out. But I do want to thank each and every one of you for taking time out your busy schedule to join me in my budget with me. Please bear with me as I get back into this because, guys, I am tired and exhausted. So I might end up just doing some uploads to shorts, but we'll see. But, guys, have an awesome weekend. Make sure you pay it forward to someone if you can. Have a blessed day. Toodles.